I've been married before. I've been in a really long-term relationship, but not married.
Dating in 2024 as a female 39-year-old is wild, y'all.
So my kids are flying to their dad's for Christmas tomorrow.
So I just got called hot.
Whenever I get bummed that I don't have a man, I remind myself that I am, in fact, the motherfucking man.
Hey, Alexa, skip Valentine's Day.
You see, when you get over 40, we move a little bit differently, and sometimes people get it confused. We're not conceited, we're confident. We're not arrogant, we're aware.
You're not wrong, you're delusional. By the way, guys, I was sick. That's why I haven't posted in a few days. I think I had COVID because I had no taste at all. I'm not fully recovered yet, so I won't be talking much in this video because I'm not feeling good. But stay till the end because there are a few wild videos that I want to show you.
I'm on Tarot Card Reader TikTok. Okay, I am on this girl's trip in Nashville. There's 5 of us, me included.
All right, so my son starts football practice tonight, and the guy that I was seeing in the fall, his son plays on the same league. And I have not seen this guy since the fall, since he like blindsided me. And I'm nervous I'm gonna see him tonight. Before I went to Nashville, downloaded Hinge again. I know, I said I would never do it again after what happened to me in the fall, but like if you have been on my TikToks the last couple of months, you know I have been through it. I decided to start dating again. I went on the dating apps and it has been wild. Can we just talk about the amount of ghosting that is happening in the universe right now? This is how wild dating is, okay? So I went on a first date last week, even though I said I'm not dating at least the first 2 quarters of 2025, but I was supposed to go on a first date with this guy like before Christmas, and then I got COVID, so we rescheduled, and like that's not gonna work out. But nothing on this guy. However, like after the date, I got in my car and literally from Scottsdale to my house, which is a 40-minute drive, I cried.
Can you see the patterns, guys? So she tells us that she won't use dating apps again, but she does. She says she won't date again until the end of 2025, but she does. So you can never trust a woman like this because she will always base everything on how she feels that day.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
You know what would kill my vibe right now? Marriage. Imagine if there was just some like random dude in between us.
But I don't think a man needs to get something out of it to be a manly man, a protector, and a provider. If you think you need to get something out of it, I quite frankly don't consider you a real man.
I went on a first date the other night and my patience and enthusiasm is running thinner than this hair clip. Within the first 10 minutes, he went to me, "So what's your favourite flavour of crisp?" Listen, I am in my 30s now. Let's cut the bollock. Do you have a criminal record? What's your credit score like? Do you have a drug problem? Are you in debt? Do you know what a spirit level is? Do you have any...
What?
Do you know what a spirit level is?
No.
Do you have any children that you was planning on forgetting to mention? Let's establish all of that first, then you can ask me bollocks like what is my favourite crisp.
Biggest decision of our life if we're going to pursue a girl or not. Within 15 minutes.
15 minutes? Y'all can't even finish a shit in 45. You need to give me at least 37 minutes to turn you off because I'm so awkward the first 5 minutes. I'm just staring at you because suddenly I don't know how to move my mouth. I don't even remember my name until 17 minutes in. How are you? Good. How are you? Good, good, good. Enjoy your meal. You too. What are my goals? Surviving. Literally just surviving every day. Hobbies? This. Reality TV. Expert level rotting on the couch. Eat a lot of snacks. Sometimes I take walks. Really good at maladaptive daydreaming. A man that doesn't exist who I meet in the cereal aisle sweeps me off my feet. Also a prince.
I deleted Hinge after 5 weeks. So I was talking to a pilot on Hinge and he made me completely want to delete Hinge. Now, he wasn't the only reason, but he definitely was a massive catalyst why I deleted Hinge. When we were talking, I can't remember what we were talking about and I don't have the conversations, I don't have the receipts, but essentially he just straight up asked me, "Oh, do you go back to Asia a lot to see your family?" We never talked about my heritage, my ethnicity, my nationality. We never talked about any of that. He just made an assumption.
You, as a woman, you can get a high body count very easily. It's super easy as a woman to get laid. Whereas for a guy, there's a much higher degree of difficulty when it comes to getting laid.
I disagree. I'm not saying like it's easier for men,
skill.
But you guys seriously act like the only men out there getting laid are 10 out of 10. Yes. I've seen guys who are nothing take home pretty decent looking women all the time.
I
you
agree.
do not need to be money or attractive as a man. Is it easier? Sure, of course. It's just like as a woman, it's easier.
But relationships in 2025. People don't even have relationships anymore. They'll talk, they'll text, maybe fuck around for a while, catch feelings. Then person number one will realize just how many options there are out there. And person number two will get their heart broken. Now, if you're person number one, understand that choice ain't always a good thing. Because although you think the grass is greener everywhere else, it usually ain't. So if you meet someone you find attractive, have a good alignment of values with, then put your time, your effort and your energy into that person. Because you'll be fucking surprised what can happen when you water the grass right in front of you. And if you're person number two, then understand that heartbreak is all a part of life.
Can somebody please tell me what is wrong with the men in this generation? If you're in a relationship, if you've got a girlfriend, why are you messaging other women? Why are you sending pictures like those kind of pictures to other women? Why?
Why are you going for guys that are cheaters? Why?
I just don't get it. Just loyalty.
Yes, ma'am, you don't get it. That's the problem. Most women don't even understand that if you're talking to a guy and the conversation is going good and you think the vibe is going good and he knows what to say, he knows how to dress, he can read body language, that is a very big red flag. Why? Because it means he's a player. He's dealt with so many women that he knows exactly what to say and what to do. And women don't even realize that. They think, oh, he's so charming. No, ma'am, he has game. It's totally different. That's why he cheats.
So if good-looking men on the dating apps are going to hurt us because they've got loads of options and they're single for a reason, aka they're emotionally unavailable, avoidant, not over their ex, just looking for sex, what is the solution? Julia says, do we go for men that are very unattractive and have no other options? No, we do not do this.
Ma'am, I've always said you can do whatever you want. It's a free country. You should have found the right man in your 20s. Now you made different choices. It's okay, you can do whatever you want. But now you don't get to complain, where are all the good men? Why can't I find a good man? It's because of the choices that you made in life. Every decision you made led up to this.
I tried dating a man that I wasn't that attracted to just because I knew he was a nice person and I really hoped the attraction would grow. Sometimes it might, but for me it did not. And you're just wasting your time and theirs, and you're leading them on, and you're most likely going to hurt their feelings. The only solution if you want a boyfriend you're attracted to is you just keep looking.
Women have a really unhealthy relationship with sex right now. When women stopped holding themselves to a standard, so did men. They ask me all the time, where have all the good men gone? Ironically, good men say the same thing. Where have all the good women gone? Women have been held on such a high standard by all healthy civilizations since the dawn of time. Women would redeem us. Women were something that we were willing to fight and die for, to protect. They brought this virtue and they brought this light and this goodness and this spirituality into the lives of men so that we would elevate them to something higher than ourselves. When women traded that for the mess of pottage that's feminism, they traded the interest of men. They were now, for lack of a better analogy, a bathroom stall that every trucker can go into and just scratch his name on the side of the wall. There's no longer that virtue to it. There's no longer that beauty that made women what they were, that gave men pause, where we'd stop and look at them and be like, I'm going to change my life for that person. When women traded that divine birthright for this bullshit feminist, fuck every fuckboy and that's what empowers you. When they traded that, they also traded the sacred nature with which men treated them.
Here's a few ways that I've accidentally offended my wife this week. I said, I love when you wear your hair up. And what I should have thought was, that's going to make her think that I don't like all the times that she wears her hair down. So I accidentally offended her. I smiled too big in our boys' golf trip photo. This one, I understand because I think I smiled bigger than in the last photo that her and I took together. So that makes sense. I got home from work and I said I was really tired and I just needed to lay down for a minute. But I didn't realize that she's been home with the kids all day. And so that offended her a little bit because she's tired. She's also tired. Last week I said, this is the best meal that you've made in a long time. Oh boy, I think she was offended by that a little bit. I told her how much fun the kids and I had while she was on her girls' date night, fun night. I mean, we had fun too, but I think maybe it was too much fun for her, or I don't know.
There's this thing that I noticed women do, and that is go for men that are, I hate saying this, but men who are under their league. And the reason that these women go for men under their league is because of their insecurity. They think or believe that the men who are under their league won't reject her and will stay. And
ma'am, how do you know those guys are under your league while you're wearing 10 times of makeup and filters?
Not leave for another woman, right? Like that's their insecurity playing out. And the interesting thing that happens is that those men who they go for understand that that woman is above their league, and they start acting from a place of insecurity where they try to bring that girl that's out of their league down to their league.
I can't, guys. I just feel sick and this is so stupid. We're going to skip this video.
We're at a point right now where young men are going to revolt. Regardless of what postmodernist philosophers think about equity within society, young men are the ones that possess the capability to impose their will. They're the ones that we use to fight wars. They're the ones that we use to police streets. You don't get to alienate and attempt to emasculate them forever without them standing up and having something to say about that.
Am I the asshole for demanding my husband cancel his boys' weekend and come home? Basically, my husband and I have been married for about 6 years and have a 3-year-old daughter, Elle. Prior to getting married and having Elle, we were both very independent people. This hasn't changed. As much as we value our couple/family time, we also both cherish time to ourselves and with our friends. We came up with an agreement that we each get 1 weekend a year to do whatever we like. Go away, stay in a hotel, go out with friends, while the other stays home looking after Elle. It's been working really well so far. Well, this past weekend was my husband's time, and he chose a fishing trip with pals, staying in a cabin roughly 30 minutes away. No problems. Saturday morning, the worst happened. My sister was involved in a serious car wreck. She's on life support. It's touch and go, and I'm devastated. I can't say much more. I called my husband to tell him and ask he come home ASAP. And he refused. He said it's his weekend and he'll come by the hospital Monday. He wasn't totally heartless. He listened to me cry and scream and reassured me she'd be okay. How do we know that? But he was adamant that he's enjoying the remainder of his weekend and will join me today. My family are obviously noticing his absence, and I'm too embarrassed to tell them. I understand this is interfering with his weekend, but this is my sister, and she's in critical condition.
Okay, ma'am, and how would he being there help your sister? How?
I'm stunned. He's never been this selfish before. I'm angry, upset, confused, and I just don't know what
Yes, and not logical. That's the problem.
to do. I told him if he didn't come home now, don't bother coming home at all. Now I'm wondering if I was too harsh because I haven't slept in 2 days and I'm a wreck. Am I the asshole?
So I have made a horrible mistake, and about 2 months ago, I found myself in an unhealthy relationship with someone at the gym.
Wait, back out. Are you married? Are you married?
Yes, I am married. That's the key.
How long?
That's the key problem. We have been married. We're about 5 years.
Any kids?
About 5 years. 2 children, 2 and 4.
Okay.
So I wanted to do a fitness competition, and I found myself at the gym a lot, and there was a guy there, trainer, and basically started, helping me out with some workouts. We started talking. And
Of course, if the guy doesn't go to the gym because they don't go together, of course, if she looks good, she's going to be attracted to the gym trainer, of course.
And it went too far.
What does that mean?
My husband knows. Well, he started talking to me. We met for coffee. And then
Did you sleep with him?
We actually ended up sleeping together, yes, which is the part that my husband doesn't know. He knows everything except for that, because immediately I just feared risking, I was scared of losing everyone, and I was so stupid, and I was just scared. So I immediately lied and blocked him from everything. I have not communicated with him since then. It's been over 2 months, but now I'm well, great. When it was all horrible, I lied.
The first big red flag is that she wanted to participate in a fitness competition. Why? Why do you feel the need as a mother, as a wife, to compete? Why? Oh, because you want validation and attention from strangers. Of course.
And now I don't know if I should rehash this, because things have been going really well, and we've really surrounded ourselves with a great community and church, family, and counseling. And I've lied so hard about this one thing among every single person, because in my head I was I'll just never, ever bring this up. And now I'm to move forward, I need to know whether or not I should tell him.
Am I the asshole for breaking things off with a single mom after seeing a picture and learning about her kids? So I, 24 male, met Jasmine, 25 female, through a coworker of mine at a hospital I work at. The coworker tried to set us up after learning we were both single. We kind of hit it off.
Yes, but she's not single. She's a single mother. It's a difference.
And went on a couple of dates, and I started to like her. She was pretty, chill, and funny, and while I knew she was a single mom to 2 boys, it wasn't necessarily a deal breaker for me. So
that's because you're stupid, my guy.
Not opposed to the kids.
Okay.
Around a month into casual dating, she showed me a picture of herself and her kids at Christmas. They were cute kids, but obviously mixed race. We're both white and the kids have a dark complexion. I asked more about the kids' dad, and she said that they weren't really involved and she has to fight to get them involved and get support from them. That's how I learned she had 2 baby daddies. We continued our date at the brewery downtown.
Just think about that. So the guys, the baby daddies, didn't have to do anything to get her pregnant. They weren't even involved. But now, when she's a single mother, the guy has to take her on dates and provide for her and her kids.
And I paid for our meal and drove her home. She asked when we would meet up again, and I gave a kind of non-committal answer about being busy next week and letting her know. After being at home and stewing for a little while, I came to the decision that I don't want to be involved with her, even as cool as she is. I'd very obviously not be the kid's father. I'd worry about future baby daddy issues, and I just felt uneasy as I got more invested about actually potentially becoming a stepdad. Maybe it's my own insecurities, but I just couldn't. I called Jasmine the next day and let her know that I'm no longer interested in dating, and we could be friends if she wanted that. But she asked why, and I said that I'm just not feeling the chemistry. We spoke for a little while after that, but she just gave me a curt goodbye at the end. Later at work, my coworker came up to me and asked what happened. She heard from Jasmine that I was treating her so gentlemanly and that kind of thing, and things were going so well until I abruptly ended it, and Jasmine was a little torn up about it. I once again just said I was treating her nicely. There just wasn't a feeling of chemistry, which was a fib, since there was chemistry. I just had apprehension about becoming closer to her. Should I have been honest and said why I didn't want things to continue, or vocalize my insecurities before breaking things off?
My guy, it's not your insecurities. We didn't evolve that way. We didn't evolve to take care of other guys' kids. But men have been so brainwashed that they actually think that's an insecurity. No, my guy, that's not an insecurity.
I hate that I might have hurt Jasmine's feelings. She was a sweet girl.